Welcome to the Ultimate Hockey Podcast.
Gretzky going in, Suter trying to get back. Gretzky with the shot, score!
Here's Lemieux. The center penalty coming up. Look at Lemieux. Oh my heavens. What a goal. What a move. Lemieux. Oh baby.
Brown ahead for Murray. Murray going in. He scores! Here's another shot. Right by the score! And he does it!
We're the best. I've been telling you the best.
Yeah, fucking stop!
I got a fucking rocket in my pants.
Campoli trying to clear it. Ball, shoots, scores!
Trade me right fucking now. Trade me right fucking now.
Welcome back to old-time hockey.
Okay, well, gentlemen, the Ultimate Podcast or the Ultimate Hockey Podcast number, I said 4 in the car as a joke, but what is it now? 11?
Wow.
I don't keep the notes, man. I don't keep the track of how often. I mean, because hockey's always on our mind.
It's number 8.
Always on the mind.
You guys don't
Is
even
it
look
8?
at the posts that I post. It's right there. Eppy number 7. Ovechkin.
Speaking of, congrats, big guy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no. That's wild that it's done, and thank God, but they're looking, and the first goal and the last goal in the first game for him to bookend for them to beat Montreal. Hey, listen, I'm a Canadian. I love Canada, but I love me some Ovi, and I love me watching him score some goals still. So it's 5 o'clock somewhere, John.
It's pop.
But yeah, so yeah, I'm obviously like ecstatic for the Washington, and Ovi, but hats off to him and a great career so far, and hopefully a couple more years. I don't know how
He's
many
got another year on
more.
his
At
contract,
least. So
And he's just padding his stats.
yeah. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, what do we want to kick off with? Like, how do we want to? Did we?
What happened today
Wow.
in the games? Do you guys know?
Yeah, Claude Giroux scored the first goal for
Ottawa.
Unfortunately, Nick, I'm sorry, Ottawa didn't continue very well. It ended with Toronto winning. That's what happened today. I watched Toronto spank Ottawa.
I tried not to watch. I caught some of it here and there and everywhere, but yeah, I thought today, I mean, obviously it's kind of the third game, like being down to Ottawa needed to win this. And I honestly, if they could have, I believe they would have put enough pressure. They would have continued to put pressure on to Toronto. Just watch them kind of eat themselves. Toronto kind of has this habit of eating themselves, being this young team that, you know, all emotional, like bickering with each other on the bench and what have you. So
You need that sometimes.
well, Kachuk, man, get
Toronto
your
self-destructs.
get your game going, right? Like it you know, I hate that I didn't see it anyway, and I don't know, I didn't watch the highlight package yet or nothing, but like he has to do that. He has to drag somebody, get somebody into the dark, muddy waters with you. Drag him into the deep water so that get them off their game. Something had to have happened, and it hasn't. And you're 3 down now, and you're fucked. Like it's too late, and you can't play that type of hockey now. You have to come out guns blazing at home.
It's not like Ottawa did not try, though.
No. It's, man, I'm proud of them. Like, I'm happy for them. They're
No, I meant like mucking around and trying to cause trouble. Like game 1 and game 2 were pretty heavy penalties. But like Toronto just won't self-destruct unless they're down, and they're not down. They're winning, and they're confident.
Yeah.
Look at last year, and Nylander sitting on the bench, like pissed at the other guys for bickering about, we didn't get this goal, that goal. And he was just like, guys, like, that's what's the problem. Like, change that next year, and we'll be doing better. And they have, right? Yeah. I think if Toronto moves on, though, and they get down, they might self-destruct. That's what I worry about.
As you can see, I've picked Toronto to go all the way to the Stanley Cup with Winnipeg in an all-Canadian final. My beautiful magnetic board that that I've made here for the show today.
Unfortunately, some of us picked Dallas. So
Dallas.
I think Dallas will take the cup. So
It's a good pick.
I don't like
still
who
early?
I picked anymore so much. But
did you pick Tampa?
no, I just Vegas to go all the way and win it all. I think Vegas Washington final is what I have.
That's probable.
No, but I mean Vegas has to get up on their horse, man. Like I don't know. I don't know.
They've got a solid,
I haven't liked
deep team.
So one of the things, like for notes wise, and like to talk about, not just today, but so far in the playoffs, the goaltending in some of these games from some of these big names has been somewhat lackluster, in my opinion. And hey, man, I know like I shouldn't be throwing stones. I'm no, Archers, Urbe, sleeve loss, anybody, but what's his name, Hill there for Vegas. I mean, pretty shaky. Vasilevsky there for Tampa. Was it today or yesterday?
Yesterday.
He looked less than human. I think for the first time ever that I can ever remember watching him play was like, and just kind of some of the dumb stuff, like, like he's still A-star number one, and like, he was there for initial saves a lot of the time, but was fighting rebounds, was fighting stuff right down in front of him. And yeah, I don't know if it was like nerves or what. I don't think so. I mean, the guy's a stud, but that is a problem, and it kind of has been a problem in some of these big names that have like been trying to help their teams a bit, and they have to shore that up if they're going to continue to try and stay in the fight. But I mean, Tampa's in tough now, and
I think the word here would be defensive coverage for a couple teams.
yeah.
Matthew Tkachuk in front of Vasilevsky, left, right, puts it 5-hole.
Oh.
Vasilevsky's doing
Terrible. Open up. Yeah.
Who was it? Montreal and Washington. What did the announcer say? You can't leave Ovi open like that. He's the number one goal scorer. And then there was
Of
like
all
Marner,
time.
Marner in against Ottawa. I think it was like game 1 or game 2. Oh my God! Look, he's beer league open. It was just like, oh.
Yeah. There's been some stuff that I've seen, like that you've seen so far, that's been kind of not bush league, but beer league.
But like,
But
okay,
beer
let's
league,
take
yeah.
today's game because I watched it. Toronto and Ottawa, and there was 2 goals where you're just like, okay. And Allmark though, like give him this, like he was in the right spots, not he just couldn't see the puck, or like there was lapses in coverage where it's just like, oh, what are you guys doing?
Are you saying they were weak goals? Like
Well,
they shouldn't have been goals?
I would say they shouldn't have been that open to get those
goal,
chances.
gotcha.
And like, there's some goals that you're looking at. Like there was one on Winnipeg today, and I was like, they had it kind of off to the blocker side of Hellebuck, and they moved it way into the high slot. And the camera angle behind, Hellebuck moves about half the distance he has to. So it's just like, okay, Hellebuck, you're either being lazy or you're not working hard or whatever. Mm-hmm. But there's like lots of those mental gaps you're seeing now.
Are you calling him Hellebuck?
What's his name? Hellebuck? Hellebuck?
I'm not.
You're like Don Cherry.
I don't care
He's
exactly.
Hellebuck.
Fuck it. He's whoever he is. Who calls him?
How do you spell it?
Mud.
This is the Ultimate Hockey Podcast.
Speaking
We can
of
say what the
mud.
fuck we
It's
want.
not the Ultimate Pronunciation Podcast.
Speaking
I'm the
of
grammar
mud,
police. I
I'm
like good
about to
grammar.
fucking sling some in the general direction of Edmonton.
Bouchard. Boosh.
Boo.
Did you see that play where he's behind the net and he just kind of like tapped it out into 2 Kings wide open in front of the net?
Yeah, supposedly going to
Holy
McDavid.
shit. I can't believe he's still playing after that. I would have sat him in the stands. You go up to the top of
Everybody,
the arena
just-
Until your
and
nose
sit
bleeds.
in the last row,
Holy.
and you're not allowed to come back down until our team gets back in the lead.
Hey, welcome to Minor Hockey, kid. You can go sit on the bench for a bit.
Listen. The Edmonton fucking Coilers need to listen to this. You have the second best player in the world on your team. Maybe third. In Connor McDavid. Who has... That game where it was back and forth and he basically was just like grabbing teammates. Like, you're coming with me on this rush right now. Like, we're going. Scores late, whatever. Everybody's like, fuck, oh, God! Ah! Awesome. Loved it. And then the fucking game winner, Skinner. Listen, pal. Listen good. You got to be better than that. Every like, man, and I don't want to pile on the guy because, man, like, it's a fuck of the jobs that exist. That's got to be one of the toughest.
Goaltending?
I would think.
Yeah.
That's up there.
You screw up in your job.
In today's world,
stand up and cheer.
the steps that have to fucking all the politics, all the steps in junior, every kid that wants to play, you got to make it, like, to get there. Wow. And this bum lets in these beer league fucking style goals. Like, when I'm watching him in the net, he's like a half a second slower or less. He's losing the puck. Like, there was one where he had no fucking idea. And then, there it is. And he slides across. I mean, it's already in.
You know what I think? You know what I think? I think there's something going on in the dressing room.
In Edmonton?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
I'm just fucking.
He's fucking with us.
But, like, it's got, I mean, you know, and...
You want to know what it is? They
tough,
spent
is what it is.
13
It's
million
tough.
on fucking Draisaitl, 12 million on McDavid, and now they can't afford supporting cast.
And, well,
like
their backup guy,
Skinner and Picard.
what's his deal? He looked decent. Why are they not running with him? Because, like...
Pickard?
Yeah.
Because his save percentage, even in the AHL, is, like, below what you would call up, right? So Edmonton currently runs the cheapest goaltending duo.
Well, it fucking shows.
Like,
and I'm here to tell you, sorry for cutting you off here,
No,
but, like,
go ahead.
it's... we have people who kind of want to cheer for them because, hey, they kind of want to see them succeed. Yeah. And I'm like, deep down, am I maybe one of those people? I mean, of the teams, sure, McDavid, give it to him. The guy is phenomenal.
Fucking beast.
Yeah, 100% with you. And Draisaitl plays his fucking heart out.
Did you
Shows up, takes
see
a beating.
the look in his fucking face when they lost? My mother, by the way, shout out because you're going to watch this. And I am looking forward to the text or the phone call conversation or the breakfast we have where you bring up my swear words. We're working on a situation where we're getting... Well, I feel like there's going to be a swear jar up here at one point, and we'll donate it to something. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so McDavid is over it, is what I'm kind of getting at. Like, I can see it in his face. He's kind of... I think the writing's on the wall where he's going to expect some kind of change. And I can't wait to see what that is. But I have zero faith in Edmonton coming back and doing anything. Because unless, Skinner, like, listens to this podcast, I'm going to show you, you fucks, and starts actually making stops. Because I saw a meme where it's like, fucking LA figured it out. All they need to do is shoot at the goalie. I'm like, yeah, man, just shoot at the goalie. Like, and, you know, it seems to be true because our poor guy back there can't do much. And, hey, man, what a great story for Nurse coming back and doing fucking nothing. Sliding into, like, your own post and net and goalie and everything like a 12-year-old in minor Adam hockey, where you're totally left out of the play, can't make any kind of play. What if it hits you? Great. Can you do anything with that? No, and it costs them. And like, when you have defense like that, you're done. Like,
Yep.
So all this love for Edmonton, all this love on all these like CBC podcasts and all this stuff where they've got one of them up in the room and stuff. It's like the joygasm's over here, man. Like, can we just stop with the blinders of like two of maybe the greatest skaters and players in the world? Sorry, John.
It's all good.
But because Vancouver, hey man, we're a dumpster fire too. I get it. I feel for you, Edmonton, because we have the same problem. Ours looks a little different. And I honestly think maybe we're a step ahead in fixing our problem than they are.
Not even close.
Oh, let's play that game.
They have to replace two guys.
Who?
They're goaltenders. Right? What does Vancouver have to do?
Do you think that's it? Do you think it's only the goaltending in
No,
Edmonton?
but like if you replace the goaltending, the morale will change. And then at least you have a hope. Canucks, well, we got maybe a starter in Lankinen, sure. But we don't really have a backup. Demko's a 50-50 shot. Seeloff's and the other guy, I forget his name, 50-50 shot. But our big problem is we got a player, our star player, wanting to leave to go play with his brothers. We've got like another star player that's not wanting to leave, and he's not
a star.
Not a star right now. So there's two. We're kind of lacking a bit. Like otherwise, what have we got? We got Garland and another guy. Okay, so we got 4 things that we need to fix. Edmonton needs 2. Not so bad.
You guys want to know what I think?
Yes.
Please.
All right.
Absolutely.
You guys are missing the big picture.
Oh.
It happened. I'm going to tell this story. I haven't told the story yet, but it's actually not a story. It's my theory. But I told this story to my family on the weekend, and it sounded pretty good. I think it's got a little bit of logic in it. But it is a conspiracy.
I like conspiracies.
I mean, we all know the Canadian conspiracy. Like, we haven't won a cup since 93. No Canadian team has won a cup since 93. But something happened before that where I think this was all planned. It all started when the Edmonton Oilers started rolling over everybody in the 80s. When they finally beat the Islanders, they were cakewalking through the playoffs. Sweeps. I think one season they almost swept everybody. It was just looking grim for any other team. And I remember when I was, I think grade 7, it was like 1988, and my mom picks me up, and she's like, Gretzky was traded. And I laughed. I was like, why are you even saying that, right? And then she kept repeating it, and she's like, starting to sound serious. I'm like, this can't be, right? And so when I got home, or no, I think it was on the radio that he got traded as well. It was big news, right? You know, you're a little kid in elementary school, and my team was Edmonton, and they're winning. You know, they've already won 4 cups, and it's looking great. You saw, you know, those players, like not just Gretzky, Curry, Messier, Coffey, Fuhr, Anderson. Kevin Lowe was awesome. Tikkanen was starting to play with them. Like, he was really good. It looked like they had it, like they could go forever. And you're just like, yeah, we're going to be like the best team of all time, right?
Like a powerhouse.
The Montreal Canadiens all over again.
Why would Gretzky ever get traded? And there was a big debate for a long time. At first, they thought it was Pocklington, and that was the story for a long time. It was, but documentaries have come out where Gretzky has hinted that it was his decision. I've read a book, the autobiography, where it was clearly like Gretzky talking how much he was like he was drawn to LA, like with the luxury. Like, I think it was Bruce McNall was the GM at that time, but he had like all the travel was going to be way better for him, like private jets and just luxury. Your travel is going to be so much easier. That's what the autobiography, I got out of the autobiography. But my own heart tells me that it was, if anything was going to get Gretzky, because Gretzky made a promise to Messier, and he said it many times. He said, Mess, I promised Mess I would never do this.
Yeah, cry.
Anyways, let me continue.
This is not what he meant? I sure hope so, because that's what I remember I said that. Yeah.
He was not going to get traded. He was not going to get him traded, but they put Janet Jones on him. Janet Jones, listen to this. She was
honeypot.
She was a Hollywood.
You think that fucking...
She was a Hollywood actress.
Carey Price.
Really, really hot at the time. Now listen to this story.
I fucking love you, buddy.
Okay.
I love it. No, that's great.
Okay, now.
I agree. This could be.
Are you saying they bribed
Wayne Gretzky got honeypotted to the Kings?
I don't think Gretzky could have any other way.
Wow.
I think love is the only thing that would have taken him away from the Oilers. And he fell in love with Janet Jones, which I believe is sincere, for sure. I mean, they're still together. But Janet Jones was a Hollywood actress. I mean, put this all together.
Like and subscribe,
She wants
please.
to be...
Now's the time. Keep going.
She wants to be in Los Angeles because that's where all her opportunities are going to be. And they gave her the #1 female role on the Police Academy 5, which was the hottest movie series in the 80s. Yep. From #1 to 4 Police Academies, they were all booming.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait for this fucking tie-in.
So there was powers at B that grabbed Janet Jones and said, okay, you're going to fall in love with Wayne Gretzky, and we're going to give you this big role, and your career in Hollywood's going to boom. And then we're going to stop the Edmonton Oilers from steamrolling everybody because it's destroying all the other viewership and whatever else businesses the Americans are trying to produce. All right, you go.
It's not that crazy.
No, it's not.
How do you think fucking kings and queens of the days past have done business? Mm-hmm. Families have been arranged, marriages and shit like that has happened before. I'm here to tell you, man. Yeah, fucking probably. Mm-hmm. Or at least as part of a bargaining chip as a bigger picture. Like, that's where I was kind of going with that. Like, yeah, it's crazy. Like, that shit's crazy to think about.
Why'd Luongo go back to Florida? Same thing, right? Yeah. His wife wanted to go back.
Yeah.
Carey Price, why did his career start to turn around when it started to fall to shambles? Because Montreal was like, here's a pretty girl. Go chat with her. She had a head on her shoulders.
You women, the problem. God.
Pronger's wife took him away from Edmonton.
Well...
It's true.
Every day I get to go home and my shit's not on the front lawn.
I don't know what her name is, but I heard that Pronger left Edmonton because his wife wouldn't live there anymore.
Isn't Pronger with Alicia Cuthbert?
Oh, I don't fucking... I'm not tabloid guy. I mean, maybe. I used to be. Maybe I should get into that.
Remember, she was with Sean Avery, and then Sean Avery was like,
Sean
you can
Avery.
have my sloppy seconds.
I was out on the ice against some firemen today, the water fairies. Yeah, you know those guys? They're great. And... I was checking one. He's getting better at hockey, right? Like the guy, it's his skating. He's like can't skate so good, you know, but knows hockey, right? And I was like watching him and I'm checking him, and he keeps like looking at me because he's bothered that I'm looking at like I'm covering him specific. I could care less where the puck was. So he kind of looks at me like, yeah, I'm covering you like Sean Avery, motherfucker. And he died laughing. It was like I got him with that, right? So. Yeah, I mean, Sean Avery.
The Avery rule, first time.
What a great... I love that. I love that whole story. Just fatso didn't shake my hand and all that. Like, just such a good dude. Like, what a great... At the end of this day, Sean Avery, you can play on my team. You know what? Fuck that shit. Like, there needs to be more guys like that in the league, man. Fuck.
As much as I like the guy, like some of the things he did was definitely out of the context of hockey.
I mean,
but like listening to him on his personal rants, they're pretty good.
Yeah, he's got some opinions, that's for sure. Yeah. No, the tie-in. So the police academy, I was going to tie in. He's telling John out in Maple Ridge, they're having a huge ball hockey tournament. It's put on by the RCMP out there. and it's in memorial for Rick O'Brien, who passed away, was killed. But anyways, and so the firemen, I think how it works is the firemen are going to all be in net. And then like there's going to be like cops and kids playing and stuff. And then at the end of it all, some of the cops are going to play some of the firemen. Oh, I hope they go. They go.
So I have a question. When is the next World Police and Fire Games?
I don't know. I'm not sure. But I'll say this. So out there, I know one of the girls out there. I might sit down with her and shoot a little interview, and we can like clip that into a podcast. Not this one, but like it's coming up. So like maybe within the next couple weeks or whatever. More on that. And unfortunately, I don't have the dates in front of me. It's mid-May, I think. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to like go check it out or anything because I might be out of town during it. But anyways, more on that to follow. So yeah.
So mid-May this.
I think so. I mean, I could probably look it up right now on my phone if I really wanted to, but I hate doing that while I'm sitting here with you guys. But it's for a good cause and it's like a lot of fun.
We'll just add it in right here.
Yeah. Just wherever we'll put more info, like a little scroll thing or what have you.
You don't like going on your phone while you're filming the podcast?
No.
But shoveling popcorn's okay.
Timbits,
I'm just glad. No. I'm glad you're giving me shit, but not into the mic, so nobody heard that.
Oh,
so yeah, it's good. It's fine.
It.
They probably
they heard
if you
it.
Listen. Yeah. Yes. Popcorn. Listen. There's no popcorn now. Timbits. Come on.
Because they don't make as much of a crunchy noise, right? It's nice and soft.
I'm worried. Yeah. Well, I know. My feed bag's all the way over there, so I just got the Timbits. I know, John, we should get to the conversation we were having about soccer in Vancouver and everything.
Absolutely.
We're still talking hockey right now, though, for right now.
Okay.
I'm just trying to think, like, the last thing to kind of bring up about the Canucks is that I'm looking forward to this offseason for them. My hope for them is that they grow independently a little bit, learning from what they saw transpire in the dressing room and everything this year and come back with a new fucking attitude moving forward in the new year. You got the whole summer to think about it. You got the whole summer to reflect on everything this season and to go into a somewhat, new room with new cast members and hopefully somewhat similar roles. Next year they might be able to do something. There has to be there's some questions still with Hughes, with fucking Petey. I mean, everyone, right? The goaltending, that's the big one. Fuck. And talkie hockey, man. Like, I really want him back. I really want him as my head coach.
What did you guys think of
Do I want him as my head coach? What's that?
What did you guys think of Rutherford's comment?
Thank you for being honest. Yeah. Thank you 100%. For telling the star fucking player that needs to hear it the most what your expectations of him are moving forward, because now you've given him the tools and the time for him to go home and hone his skill, sharpen his axe, talk to who he needs to talk to run through fucking battle drills so that he can come back next year and put this team on his back and show us the fun that he wants to have wearing that Canucks t-shirt he was when he was a kid. Google it. I love that.
That's Pedersen's comment.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, you've kind of put that out there that you want him to be a player for you. Like, you have expectations. Like, that's what the comment you're talking about?
No, I was talking about the one he said about Hughes.
With what? Sorry.
The Hughes wants to play with his brothers.
So I'll give it this.
Yeah, sorry. No,
that's like pretty much the big news this week, right?
Yeah. I'll give it this. Rutherford was honest, and that's what you want.
Yeah.
He's given his honest opinion about Hughes and what Hughes has told him, and now it's up to the Aquilinis to decide whether they're going to turn around and think about long and hard over this break. How do we get the other Hughes? Or how do we pay Hughes enough that he won't leave? Or how do we salvage this situation? Because that's your three options.
But is that something that he should be saying to the public?
Why not?
Because as looking at it being Quinn Hughes, wouldn't you be like, that was a private conversation? Like, why are you spilling all the tea out to everyone?
I mean, it's not rocket fucking brain science to figure out that the three brothers want to play together.
It's not like he did.
There's probably an argument for both.
I'm sure everyone knew that the brothers wanted to play together.
I'll tell you something, though. My wife is upset, and she wants to boycott Rutherford and the Canucks because of what he said. She goes, well, why is he so stupid? Because now you're just making Canuck fans upset.
Yeah.
That Canucks are, there's gonna be some of the bottom of the barrel Canuck fans that are gonna be upset, and they're probably gonna get mad at Quinn Hughes, right?
I was gonna say, if they're Canucks fans, they'll get mad about whatever. Yeah. But if they're hockey fans, they'll understand and be like, okay, maybe it's about politics, maybe this doesn't matter, because all that matters is how the guys show up and play.
So you come out and you tell everyone that Quinn Hughes wants to play with his brother, but nobody really knows what the fuck was going on earlier.
Hey, get him to play with his brother. Just come to Vancouver.
Yeah, but Rutherford is like...
Just get them to come to Vancouver. That's all we need.
New York Times, not his interviews, not. You guys, we discussed that. And you guys are like, no, it's calculated. Rutherford's smart. So how is it not to say this isn't calculated? Like, maybe Jack Hughes is going to be like, oh, my shoulder, it's wrecked. And New Jersey's going to be like, oh, fuck. Like, you're not returning for another year? Well, maybe we should look at trading you. Now you're questionable. Quinn Hughes is like, yes, come. Right?
I mean, that's
best
case scenario, yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, we don't really know what's going to happen there. Like, I would say Rutherford's smart enough to know what he's doing. And I would say he's either doing it for an effect or he's just like, hey, Aquilini, like, you got a problem. You better start thinking about it. So should the rest of us in the front office. If they're not listening to him, it's a good way to get out there so they will listen.
Did I pile on to Nurse about sliding into his own goalie?
Yes.
Okay, I said that on the...
Yes.
But was that in the car or on the show?
Right here.
Okay, good. I just...
Deja vu?
Yeah, no, whatever you said made me think of... Well, it was about players coming back, I think. Yeah. Late. Like, in the playoffs, here we are again anyway, just getting my fucking goat, because... But it's a business, I get it. But... I want the Hughes brothers to play together too. I just want them to be wearing Vancouver fucking Canucks jerseys.
Yep. But say it's out of the picture, and we can't do that. Is the play to get some really good players for Hughes?
Yeah, could be because hey man, like right now, what else you got?
If I lost Hughes, I'd get rid of Pedersen and Hughes and like kind of go for a full
rebuild. You're gonna have to do a fire sale because Demko's blown up. He's not going to be your number one A-star world goaltender again. I'm sorry, I don't see that happening.
Yeah.
I feel like he'll be great. He'll be good, but I think his mobility will be hindered enough that it will affect some of his gameplay, at least maybe even mentally for a little bit of a stint of time. He could ride it out here. We could kind of maybe ride that out and we could see and just be like, hey, man, you're going to get a lot of shots to work on your shit for the next season or two until we can kind of like bolster up the roster. But I don't think that that's ever going to happen. I don't. I hear Slovlas there is doing good and down in the minors and like keep on keeping on, man. Get that ice time. Build up those skills, right? Like because we're going to need you. We might need you here pretty soon. And, so I mean, the back end, there's a couple guys that you could have kind of linger around and stuff, but they might have to do a whole big fucking blow up. And I might be shopping for new hats because, like, I'm just so tired of fucking cheering for a team that is perpetually in this.
Or how about hearing about a team that's not in this?
Yeah, and bring that up, actually. Good segue,
exactly,
John.
That's a great segue.
Yes.
So
grab a drink.
There's a little bit of a pet peeve that I've noticed. going on, okay? When we knew that the Canucks were out of the playoffs, we still heard all Canucks. Now, I know this is the Ultimate Hockey Podcast, but we're going to branch off a little bit, extend our wings, okay? Why is it that nobody in Vancouver was talking about the Whitecaps being the first team in the MLS? We have no love for any other sport in Vancouver.
Sorry, you just said the Whitecaps are the first team in the MLS to
they're
do
ranked
what?
the number one team in all of the MLS.
Dude, man, I heard it lots.
I haven't heard it on 650 once.
That's where I heard it the most.
Really?
And then I heard it through a bunch of people that are soccer fans.
I'll say this.
Was it prior to them being scheduled to play the Messi game, or was it?
Oh, yeah. It was
Okay.
like...
How much are you listening to the radio?
Do you hear it a lot on the radio?
I don't listen to the radio at all. In fact, I boycott the
Your
650
new floor.
because it goes along to what you say. Whenever I'm listening to 650, it always seems like negative bullshit about the Canucks.
Exactly.
And it seems like they don't branch off.
Right.
Like the focus is, I think, I heard some of the DJs say that they're pressured or that they're told to like talk about the Canucks. And nobody cares about the Lions. Nobody cares about, this was a few years ago when I left it. And when you have like teams like Seattle who got the Mariners and they got the Seahawks, and if the Kraken aren't doing that good, they can focus on the other teams.
Yeah.
And that's great for the city
Absolutely.
because then you're not pressured to talk about a shitty team that's doing bad and then just perpetuating the negativity.
And it takes a little pressure off those teams because you're not talking about them negatively, right?
Do you know what I love? I love listening to the radio or getting to watch it on my fucking TV, on my Pacific TV feed. Nick fucking Kyprios talking about the Toronto Maple Leafs. Now, I realize this whole podcast is going to be the back of my head, which I'm okay with. We just need that face, front, back, or whatever from the other guys. But anyway, yeah, I can't stand, like, there are so many talented people, maybe not this podcast quite yet, but like, that you could send shillings to, that would just want to gobble up that airtime anyway, to practice on or whatever. You could have some kind of revolving door thing. I don't fucking care. But there's no reason why you need to have a Toronto show broadcast to Pacific Airways about hey man, I get it, there's Toronto fans out here. You can watch that feed on your own time. Because we're here now. I want to hear about the Mariners because they're the local team. I want to hear about the Canadians. I want to hear, the Lions. I want to hear about the Seahawks, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm sick of it. Like, man, Marshawn Lynch, they're doing a podcast down. Pipe that in. Yeah, they swear and they say stuff. Cool. So does the rest of the world, man. Wake up. It's kind of that new media, old media thing, maybe a little bit. I'm here to say, fucking Donnie's, not Donnie and the Moj. Well, that was an okay show, and then they cut that down and all this political nonsense moving around. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I hate. And because it's like, same thing. Like, it's just kind of about the dollars and the cents.
Yeah.
But there's more stuff out there, and there's more to talk about in Vancouver, and yet here we are not.
Like, I hope when we get the women's hockey team, we're going to be talking about, or we're going to hear about
that.
that.
Big news.
Yeah. I hope we're going to hear about that in
When's that?
It's going to be big.
Next season, right?
It's next year?
Is it next year or 2026?
Next year.
That's 2026.
Like the
25,
26.
Okay.
27.
25, 26. It's gonna be next year.
Coliseum, I heard, or
Coliseum, yeah.
I went to the Toronto-Montreal game, and it was a great energy in the building.
Absolutely.
The jumbotron was the best thing because the stadium was full of hockey teams. So they had like the Predators over here, and the Ravens over here, and the Angels over there, and the jumbotron was just picking out teams one after the other, and they're dancing on the jumbotron, and I mean, it was a good vibe. Like it just.
It's great for the sport. It's great for the city. It's great for everyone.
Yeah.
This is a really good move.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm happy about that. They just got to get another West Coast team to make it work. I think it'll be Seattle probably.
I don't know. Well,
Probably.
They might not be able to afford the rent of the fucking arena there.
Well, they're doing the Coliseum here.
no, I know, but in
So
Seattle,
they'll pick a smaller call. They're not going to go to
It
the.
doesn't have to be the Climate Pledge Arena.
They're not going to be
No,
that.
that's
they're-
what I mean.
Yeah,
like,
they're not going to be able
so
to do
what?
that.
Thunderbird? How big is that one?
They've got lots of rinks.
Yeah.
Where all the junior teams
Yeah,
play.
I guess. Yeah. I'm trying to think of how big, what size it would fit in Seattle. Right. Anyway, they'll figure it out. They'll make it work. And I hope it does because it should succeed. You know, like there be some tough broads out there playing some hockey. And I love to see it. And it's been some good hockey. I just think of the women's worlds, you know, like, we're gonna sign it, that jersey. Fuck, I love that speech. But no, I do think it's good. I think it's good for the game of hockey in general. There's enough girls looking to play hockey now that, you know, it's interesting because it's like putting pressure on ice time in general. And there's so much ice time, you know, like. The minor leagues are having to joust or make room, and I think it's great. So,
But it's also good for the young girls that are starting to play, and they look up to these.
But,
young
you know,
girls.
absolutely. I
I'm
guess,
coaching
that's
them,
kind
and
of.
they're excited because wow, maybe I could play on the Vancouver team and be close to home because that's what most of the players are. I mean, some players. But I mean, if you look at the rosters, most of the players in Minnesota are from Minnesota because they can afford, you know, like their salaries can't be that big, right? But it's more affordable for them to have a team that's close to home, I guess. Yeah.
And like just to watch even like the sport, but adults that have already been playing or playing all their lives, and the women, how excited they are to be able to go watch the professional women play. They're just like, oh, like it's so neat because now they feel they're more connected with that superstar. It's like, okay, there's Ovi, like, or there's Bertuzzi or someone. They're like, oh, he's cute, he's awesome, he's a great player. But now they're looking at him like, oh, like I wanted to be like that girl.
Exactly. Yep.
I couldn't agree more. I think of the WNBA, and it's kind of a bit of a shit show with the Caitlin Clark drama with Reese,
Angel?
Gabrielle Reese, or Angel. What is it?
Something Reese.
I thought Angel Reese.
Angel Reese?
Is it Angel?
It doesn't matter because all you are is a fucking mouthpiece. Like, man, I've watched your game, and I'm not a baller at all, but, like, I'm sure your moves ain't working on me because, like, you ain't got none. Comparatively to Caitlin, who is just phenomenal, who's stand-up, like...
She's not bad. She's got, like, some crazy record, like the most doubles.
Yeah, the other one, yeah. Like, no, she's good. Like, it's just all she does is talk, you know, and, oh, but I'm not. And then you see her, like, hard fouls and stuff.
Yeah,
just,
those
I
hard
can't
fouls
stand
are
her. Like,
way over the top.
Yeah, because you're having these young girls look up to you. Like, do not forget that, you know? And I think that, like, with pro sports across the board with all of them, I think they all have to remember that they're setting a standard. But I get that there's, you know, that's a huge part of what I love about sports too. It's a fine line.
Look at LeBron James. I mean, his highlights are like
When
he's
throwing
good, but
tantrums.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Or oh God, and then he's looking for the hard foul.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, there's like shots of him going like this. And he's like looking past his head,
Yeah.
just seeing what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, what are you
Can't
doing?
stand
What
that
kind
shit.
of role model is that? Like, you're the face of the game right now, and why isn't somebody coaching him on that? Right?
Yeah. Well, and talking about soccer, like just I think before we started recording, Messi. I could watch that guy play soccer. Like if he was the one, if somebody asked me, who do you want, like in the last however many years, like, you know, 'cause there's been so many greats, don't get me wrong. For his stature, he's not a big dude, but he never quits. You can try and pull him down. You can try and slide tackle him down. You'll go for his cleats, whatever you want. He's going to try and run through it if he can, because he knows his worth, which is a lot of money. And he knows that he's got a lot of eyeballs on him, young and old, and expects to do well. And I love when you see players in shock and disbelief because he's gone through it. And now he's in a position where he's broken away and he's for a chance. Or he's going to set someone else up for one.
Yeah.
So good on the Whitecaps for putting them away at home in a big game. And when's the next one?
I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah, we don't know yet.
I'm not sure.
Anyway.
But yeah, 2-0 Whitecaps versus Miami. That's a big win. Semifinals for the CONCACAF championship. That's
and to keep them at 0 on aggregate.
Yeah.
So that's good.
So did you guys go to the game?
No.
That was tonight?
It was tonight, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we should go to a game if they go to the finals.
If they go, oh, yeah.
If you can get tickets.
What are you talking about? They're not selling out BC Place.
They sold out BC Place today.
No way.
Yes, they did.
Shut up.
Yeah.
So what is that, 64,000?
Yeah, something like that. 60, just under 65, yeah. Wow. So I was looking at tickets this morning.
Do you know why?
Nosebleeds.
Think about why.
Huh?
Messi. And
Okay,
Suarez.
but also, I mean, not to get super political, but immigration. And I say that because the Whitecaps back in the day, it wasn't really the same. You know what I mean? You didn't have a bunch of, you weren't, I bet you weren't even barely filling out Swangard Stadium back at the time.
True.
Right? I remember the guy. Yeah, I remember the guy that crossed the way. Oogie, and we'd all oi, 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 and he was he would be on top of the fence, and he was on his RV. He would have a fucking pull out lawn chair or whatever on top of an RV, and he would watch the games from over there.
Cool.
But soccer has graduated significantly.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Right.
But I just say, in Vancouver, I think the reason we're selling out BC Place, part of that is just the immigration, who's all going now and stuff. And I think it's great.
Because it's an international
Absolutely.
sport.
Yeah. That's fucking awesome.
100%.
So, yeah, it's shocking if you're not keeping tabs on it. But, yeah.
But there's more people at a Whitecaps game at BC Place, a regular home game, than a BC Lions regular home game.
Yeah.
It's entertaining. It's fun.
There's a reason the World Cup's coming here.
I mean,
do they dive? Do the Whitecaps dive?
All soccer players
dive.
I can't watch that.
They all dive. Listen, if you watching us slip around here, it's because we're in a new Slapshot Alley facility with a real fast floor. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Oh, yeah. So here's what happened. We got a contract with the Richmond Ravens last year, and this year the Vancouver Angels want to sign up, and so we might even get the Richmond Jets. So I had to pull the trigger and get another place. And you know what? I've learned a lot about what is needed, and I picked, this is the perfect space.
Yeah.
It was, instead of 1,000 square feet, it had to be 2,000 square feet. Mm-hmm. So I got that, and now you've got space. You've got proper proximities, right? Top of the circle, shot from the point, all the different areas that shooters need to, the different angles, right? At the other place, I didn't have that. So it's wider. You can shoot from those angles. It's also longer, so now we can get more speed. But the big thing was, and this is a gold mine that I found, is this ice. This ice was hard to make, it was so expensive that I wanted to try it before I bought it, right? So I drove all the way to Kamloops, which was the only place around that had this ice. A guy in Kamloops had a full-sized rink full of this ice. And I rented it for an hour for $60. It was great. But I drove out there just for that hour. It was a nice drive, early in the morning. I slept in my car a couple times on the way there because I was just out of gas a couple times. And when I got there, it was a beautiful facility. You know, when I stepped on the ice, I was like, wow, this is really good. His floor was a little bit dirty, but the ice, once you get on this ice, you're like, compared to all the other synthetic ices, it's crazy. It feels very much like real ice.
Is this like self-healing too?
It's got oil sintered right into every, like, hundreds of layers of plastic. And I've talked to the owner many times, or the manufacturer, and he loves to talk about it. He's been doing it for 40 years. He says he's been going through tens of thousands of these panels, like trying to figure out what is the best. And the technology behind it is German. It's crazy. Like it goes right past my head. I can't understand any of it. But man, this ice is a gold mine. I feel like if somebody wants to start a hockey facility and you get this ice, people will just come. People will come just to use this ice. It's so much like real ice. And the best thing about it is you don't need a Zamboni. You don't need refrigeration. It's very little maintenance. I just kind of sweep it off with the big mop at the end of the night, and it's done. You don't even have to vacuum it much like the other ice is terrible with shavings everywhere.
Little bitties.
All that white stuff. It's everywhere. It's on me. I bring it home with me. Jazz gets mad. You know, it sticks to you. It might be bad for your health. I don't know, but it might be. But
man, nothing's good for your health anymore. Fuck.
But this stuff doesn't do it. You take like an hour session here. You walk off the ice. There's nothing.
Well, you can see like some of the pucks, like it's not on them or nothing, right? Like
yeah.
So which grade of can ice did you get? Because this is can
Pro
ice,
Series.
right?
Yeah, it's their top of the line
Cool.
stuff. And there's only two different types of can ice. And
no, it's a beautiful facility, man.
Yeah.
It's bright AF in here, and that's for the high-speed cameras. So you
Right.
take like super high-speed cameras.
well,
of
you know
my
what I want
shot.
to do? I want to get Quinn Hughes in here. Because I got a big camera specifically to film
Quinn Hughes. So we
NHL
need him.
players, junior players, whoever
Yeah,
whoever's
yeah.
got good shots.
Better
So
do
if
it
you
in
know
the next
somebody's
year.
got a good shot, bring them in here. We got to get them filmed.
EP40's
They'll
got
love
a
it.
decent hammer, doesn't he?
Just doesn't find the back of the net.
Well,
It
we're
used
working
to.
on it. Fuck.
He used
Hey,
to.
get on the positive train, John. Jesus.
He had a one-timer on the power play. We just got to get that back.
Yeah, hey man, confidence is a big thing, and I think you know, walking in with the big hammer next year hopefully might help him out a bit.
Fuck, you should see Tyronin. He's did I tell you guys he won the MVP?
Yeah.
He's in the playoffs right now, and his team is just destroying every team right now. And he's got that power play. He's on the Ovechkin side. He's not much of a one-timer guy, but he catches it and he releases it and he snipes. But he's also finding that cross-ice pass through the gap. You know, like on the power play, he's finding that seam cross-ice to like Ovechkin, and he's setting up this guy for one-timers every game, and it's an amazing thing to see. Like
The same pass Bouchard made to the Kings yesterday. Or what's his name made to the Kings, giving it away.
Bouchard.
Anyway, no, who gave it away for the Oilers? Was it Bouchard? Yeah, sorry.
Oh, Bouchard, man.
Yeah, terrible. What a bum. You bum.
Well, I remember when I was in Pee Wee hockey, and I remember our coach. His name was Bob Murray. He was an ex-Canuck, and he said, if you put the puck, if we're deep in our zone, behind the goal line, and if you put the puck through the middle, you're sitting on the bench.
I'll kill you, yeah.
Right? And I did it. I got benched, and I was scared. I'm like, my
You'll
dad, what's
never
my
see
dad?
the ice again. Yeah, you'll fucking die. I'll kill you.
And I was just thinking,
Straight to jail.
Bouchard, he had time. He could have just the puck went behind the net to Bouchard, and he could have let the puck go into the corner or up the boards. Instead, he decides to turn right. He's right behind the net. He puts it right in front of the net to nobody. There's nobody there but two kings.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you a story from when I played hockey about one of my good friends, and he won't mind me name dropping him, Clayton Albers. I just got together with an old friend who has a similar, like our birthdays are quite close together. So we'd always message each other, like even when we were kids, right? So we got together for dinner and it was awesome. And on 3, we were like, who's done the best or whatever like that we can think of in our year? 1, 2, 3, go. And I mean, the guy I'm having dinner with is a fucking doctor, so like he's doing okay too, you know. And I mean, like listen, Wesley, you're a good doctor. So like he's been around and he's done all kinds of stuff, right? But he said Nabil Kareem, who's on TSN or ESPN now, like big wig announcer guy, fucking doing great things. I said this guy Clayton Albers, who's opened up a tattoo shop. He's into real estate now and stuff. Anyway, He's making grills. He's told anyway. He's awesome.
Doing good.
I love him.
He's doing good.
Him and I grew up together, and like he's like a brother to me. So he is coming down. So he's a winger, and he's coming down the wing on me, but like I can't. Like it's
You're
like
playing goal.
Yeah, I'm in net because like I was a goalie back in the day until I blew my knee out.
And you're on the same team.
Yes,
This is a practice.
We're on the same. No. This is a game. This is like.
Does he shoot on you?
Oh wait, it gets. He doesn't even. No, he doesn't shoot on me. He fucking the best shot he's ever taken in his entire life. It goes like in. Like I love Clay, but we call him wrong way Clay for a reason. He came down. And he went to like dump it around the boards kind of thing, I guess, to the far side where nobody was. Nobody to this day, bro, I still don't know what the fuck you were doing. Because I'm standing there. I might as well have had a water bottle in my hand because like we were on the penalty kill maybe. I can't remember. That part doesn't matter. All that you need to know was pretty much zero pressure was on my boy. And he's coming around the net, kind of. And I'm watching him, and maybe he's kind of doing a flyby or something. But he winds up. My ears go up in my goaltending mask. Well, what's he doing? And he puts it top cheese, like, bing!
On you?
Oh, yeah.
His own net?
I'm fucking standing right there. And, yeah, he missed and hit it into his own net on me. Goal, scores.
Kids, this is why as a goaltender, you always be ready.
Always be ready. 100, 100. I still remember.
Is the joke on him for shooting it on his own net or for you for not stopping it?
This makes me think of the clip where the European goalie like starts drinking out of the water bottle and they drop the puck. And then they're coming down and shooting on him and he's like scrambling to get his gloves
like,
on.
okay, that's on you, bro, because like pay attention to you need to get the ref's attention. But this was like unforced. Anyways. That was a memorable moment back at like a childhood trauma that I still carry. But oh, what a fucking hilarious moment.
Has anybody scored on you on your own team?
Not on purpose, but I know.
As hilariously
but
as
I
that.
know I was rocking like 3 shutouts in a row with one team. And my team was like, Johnny, like, if you get a shutout today, you're going to get 4. I'm like, okay, sure, whatever. Like, wasn't really paying attention to it. Third period comes around, one of the guys looks at me, I'm going to start shooting on you, be ready. I was like, what? And it's like, about 5 minutes into the third period. He breaks out, he's on the wing, he gets it, he looks at me, he smiles, winds up and cranks one. I'm like, okay, make the save and like play it off.
Oh, you made the save.
Oh yeah, but
excellent.
Then the whole team thought it was funny. And then like a few minutes later, they shot on me again. And like the refs and the other team are going like, what the is going on? Outlaws, that's the Outlaws for you when I played with them.
Nice. How old were they when he scored on you?
Oh, fuck. No, like maybe 13, 14.
Yeah, that's,
like in our teens, like old enough that like I can give him shit for it.
Old enough that he should have known he was shooting on the wrong net.
Yeah. Oh, like I don't even think it was that. You know what I mean? Like I think it was just like an honest like
brain fart.
Yeah, because it was before like I wasn't playing.
All power, no control.
We might have been.
Did you just switch sides or something maybe? And
honestly, that might not surprise me. Yeah, that's what that was. I don't know. If you want to comment on this shit, Clay, please be my guest. But yeah, anyway, that was just a funny moment. But yeah, no, like that happens. I don't know. Crazy stuff happens.
I think Patrick Laine scored on himself.
Yeah,
like a beauty.
Yeah.
It was like a one-timer. Like it was like awesome. I was like, wow.
I'm pretty sure Elliot's been on my team and tried shooting on me a few times.
No, I would never. Ever.
But you stop him all the time.
Not do that. Of course,
I
I
seem
would
to
fucking
stop
do
him when
that.
he's on my team and shoots at me. Not all the time. When
I
he's
mean,
not
I'm
on my
gonna do it more now that it's out there. Yeah. Oh, I gave Bob shit today, pretty good too. Oh, I love him, but I love scoring on him so much more.
You played today?
Yeah. Out in
Pitt Meadows.
Pitt Meadows or whatever. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Good group out there.
Yeah.
And Charlot's still going good?
Charlotte, yeah.
Yeah.
Charlotte
yeah.
hockey?
Yeah.
Monday, Wednesday.
The
Wednesday.
Charlotte hockey. Yeah. Mike's just like his back's sore. Like should not be.
Monday, Wednesday.
I love him, but
During the summers, it's only Wednesday.
yeah.
Oh, only Wednesday. Okay.
Yeah, no, then that's I couldn't make the last couple weeks. I was at work.
Yeah, you missed a good one this week with some kid from Massachusetts.
Yeah.
2 years out of his, I guess, junior A career or something. It's actually pretty fun.
Right on. Cool. Next week, maybe.
Then you got to watch Joe cry about the Habs losing at the playoff.
Yeah, well, it's not done crying over the Habs. So.
What's the series at now?
2-0. 2-0.
2-0 or 3-0.
Was it yesterday or today?
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
It was
So it's
yesterday.
2-0 then.
Yeah, 2. It'll be in Montreal tomorrow, right?
Yeah. It'll be 3-0 then.
Any sponsors today?
I mean, Slapshot Alley, man.
yeah.
Like, you guys are kind of honestly hosting this show.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you guys should kind of, we should start making some commercials or some bullshit for them. Slapshot Alley. Boop, boop.
Maybe we'll give a little tour, backstage tour, put it on the story or something.
Go Techie 45, the fictitious racing team from Wipeout XL, because I'm such a fucking nerd. Video game, anyway.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah, and I mean, that's about it. I guess, yeah, it's been an hour.
Are you going to do your Elvis has left the building their money?
Well, no, I can't anymore. We were just, what's his name with the baseball? No. I can't remember anyway. Yeah, no impressions. Sorry. Yeah, we'll try and do another episode here in the next couple of days, weeks. Stay tuned for more. The interview might just come out as like a standalone kind of thing. And or there'll be more on that. But yeah, I guess all the future episodes are going to come from here.
Yep. We got to design stuff though.
Yeah.
Well, then the viewers.
That's nice, but I'm thinking some nice stuff.
The viewers will be able to follow through that process.
Yeah.
In the corner.
That would be great.
In the corner maybe or something.
Yeah, put the TV on the wall.
And
or
then
something.
John's
You can
gonna
bring the
design
wife
us
in
a
and she can kind of
table.
put
Nice
her
table
touch
so
on
that
it,
we
yeah.
can get the front of your face instead of the back of your face.
Nobody needs to
Of
see
like
the front of
a V. I was thinking a V table with like the Canucks colors.
I like this.
Ooh, yeah.
Flying V table.
Flying V table.
Love it.
I like that, yeah.
Is there any last rounds? Anything we
Any
want to get off
shout
our
outs
chest?
or anything that you want to give or nothing? Nothing comes to mind.
Oh, I want to give a shout out to my wife. It's her last day at work at her terrible pharmaceutical job tomorrow, and she gets a week off, and then she starts a new job downtown East Side, helping out some people that need help. So, love you, Jazz. Good job.
Congratulations. Okay.
All right.
Well, we'll see you guys on the flip side.
Thanks for watching.